Hi there, energy weather lovers. Welcome to Wednesday. It is the 5th of April 2023. So the year is rolling along. We've got some beautiful influences on board today. It is the day of consequence. And our core frequency comes from the number 7. So it's a very quick moving day in the physical, and we are also seeing today through the lens of the 3 of spades. So we're still looking at the higher meaning, the deeper meaning and higher purpose in life, most probably through our work or what we do for a living. And the 3 is the mental plane number, so a little bit of creativity and play, and the consequence is definitely mentally weighing up the pros and cons of our work and what we do today, and if it brings us joy. And there's a real energy of, it's going to work out okay no matter what happens. There are always consequences. But, it's again up to us as to what ingredients we're putting in the pie, as to what consequently is going to come on out. So just having a look at that 7 energy, it's the last of the physical plane numbers. So today is the last energy in the physical that really gives us a chance to have a look, learn a few last little lessons through taking action and making some changes around the edges for the rest of our cycle to proceed smoothly. If we have woken up battling today, stuck in the mud, stuck in the head and the physical exhausted, we can be feeling really proving and reckless today, which can lead to loss and endings and tragedy. Challenges can be focused on today and a real fixed mindset kind of energy. So if you've woken up with all of these beliefs I've always had and no one will ever convince me otherwise, that's a hard energy, and takes a lot to hang on to that. And we are very closed off from support and stubborn and uncertain. So that's a very difficult energy to get out of if we're disempowered on a 7 energy day. But that comes from that word, fixed mindset. Just because you believe something, question why. Why do you believe something? Is it just somebody else's words you've heard? Something else someone has told you? Something that worked at a time in your past that is now no longer relevant? Question the mindset today, because we can really get stuck on the how things happen, the details, fearful of change, hesitant, arrogant even, and life is happening to me, or the victim mentality and impatient for results. So that's 7. Feel it cut across the top of you. As far as chakras are concerned, it's the crown chakra. It is the number of spirit. It is God's number, they say. Imagine the 7 cutting across, cutting you off from all intuition and just carving through you. And that's painful, that thought. So if you can think of it a different way, imagine the 7 coming across to really just bring some beautiful energy from that crown and breathe it into the belly. Just slow down the energy of today. Feel what's going on up here, which is above the mind, right? So the brain is in here doing its chemical responses. Up here is the more of the holistic mind, and even the hive mind higher than that. So feel into that a little bit, which is the field of infinite knowledge. It takes us away from this fixed mindset the brain does with chemicals in protection mode, and it gets us to see the bigger picture up here. Not that life is happening to me, but when we reach up here, life happens for a reason. There's always consequence. As I said, we don't always know what the reason is at the time we're doing things, but if we are more present, more mindful, we are more in control of the consequences, obviously. So on the more empowered side of the 7, we are ready to take action. We can see. So yesterday was the 6 energy day where we got the karmic reflection of the things we didn't change on Monday. So today is the day where it's right. I had that karmic feedback yesterday. If I didn't like it, today I'm taking action. If I liked it, I'm taking action to do more of the same. If I didn't like it, I'm taking action to adjust a little bit, pivot. So we want to be brave today and trusting in ourself, our intuition. It's a lucky kind of energy, the 7. We learn through action. We're showing others what's possible, making changes, converging ideas, clarity through action, that kind of energy. So it's not a day to tell everybody the right and wrong thing to do, which is difficult because we have this 3 of spades on board. It is the day of you learning through action, showing others what is possible, not just telling people what to do from the mind. And that's actually really good advice for the rest of our lives as well, truth be told. Anyway, so with that 3 of spades on board, say it's a mental number. It's the first of the mental plane numbers, so there's not a lot of confidence in it. And the spade is about our work, the higher purpose, deeper meaning. So today's energy is real indecision about our work. And the karma for today, if you don't make a decision or you don't really embody why you're doing what you're doing, the karma is complacency. And when we fall into complacency, that gets really boring, and life falls into a bit of entropy, starts to unwind and break down because there's no fuel for the fire anymore. A lot of the fuel comes from up here when I am clear, focused, and decisive. So if you're stuck in a mediocre job or just content with the status quo and it's kind of killing your creativity, maybe it's time to take action. Learn through our environment and through our lessons in life, and maybe feel into it and see if there's a change you need to make in the physical in regards to what we're doing for a living, what we're spending most of our time doing. If it doesn't feel good, why the hell are we doing it? We're normally too exhausted to spend the money we've earned anyway, or we're spending it on stupid things to calm the nervous system because we're doing things we don't really like doing. Aren't humans crazy? Anyway, aside from all that, we also have a beautiful full moon on board today in Libra. So I would go outside tonight. I would do some moon bathing, moon breathing, and really feel deep into our higher purpose and deeper meaning in life. Tomorrow is a 2 of spades day, so it's really encouraging us to hold hands with our higher self, with this whole spirit, our whole essence that moves within us. So if you can get your eyes on a beautiful moon tonight, I'd go and get you some. So the meditation for today is: if you have 2 legs, run. If you have 1 leg, hop. And if you have no legs, fly. There is always an alternative through action. But if you're going to sit there and just contemplate on what you haven't got, no one's taking action and going anywhere. So the advice for today is learn when to give up and walk away. Quitting is not always such a bad idea. Try to be more devoted to your mate, seeing things more often from their point of view. And don't take your good health for granted. Learn to talk about your problems as well as successes, sharing joys and sorrows. So we also have the beautiful Hierophant holding hands, holding court over all of this energy. The Hierophant from the tarot really has the authority over the unseen things. So the tricky energy with the Hierophant is this self-assuredness versus moralizing. And when we get complacent, it's very easy to moralize and fall back onto these fixed mindset ideas, keeping us very stuck and very small. So breathe that beautiful deeper meaning in, higher purpose, all these things. Breathe it right into the body and find your self-assuredness there, that you are here for a purpose. You just got to find it and stop playing out everybody else's, because the consequences are ill health, disease, and not fun times. So feel into that today. See how it carries you through the day. On the day of consequences, be mindful of what you do, because it's a physical plane day. Little accidents can happen today. So watch your driving, pick up your feet while you're walking, and try not to smack people in the face while you're getting all excited. Have a great day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.